Hi, this is Dr. Todd Kay's mental coach, and I'm here to talk about positive mental habits. I'm going to do a series on various positive mental habits that we can develop to become better golfers. But I've decided I'm going to try to each video I'm going to try to start off with a joke. So here's the first attempt at it. There were two golfers on the course, and they were on the 11th hole, and there was a funeral procession that went by, and the one golfer, stopped, took off his hat, and kind of gave a moment of silence as the funeral procession went by. And his partner, who he was playing with, said to him, "Boy, that was very, very nice of you to do that and to pay your respects." And he said to the other golfer, "Well, I should. I was married to her for 35 years." So there's your first joke. I want to talk about positive mental habits, and the one I want to focus on today is simply beat up or build up. Okay, so obviously we know in golf and in life it is very easy, and we are more prone to beat ourselves up. It is more unnatural for us to build ourselves up. So if you think about how many times you've been out on the golf course, you've been practicing, and you've beat yourself up. It could be for a missed putt. It could be for a driver that you snap hooked into the hazard. It could simply be because you didn't have the ball on the side of the fairway that you wanted to. It could be the smallest of matters that we find it very, very easy to be critical, to beat ourselves up. Well, if you've worked with me for any length of time, or if you've seen my other videos or podcasts, you know that when you beat yourself up in your mind, that goes straight to your brain, which creates a tension, an increased heart rate, a tension in your muscles. You cannot have a fluid swing. So therefore, your golf game goes downhill, all because you beat yourself up. Now, we're trained to do that. We're trained through our society. We're trained that if you don't beat yourself up, then you don't care. If you don't beat yourself up, then you're not going to be motivated enough to get better. Well, that's not true. Okay? Sometimes we do need to be kicked in the butt. Sometimes. But most of the time, building ourselves up as opposed to beating ourselves up is going to be the best in the long term. So you have to develop this as a habit, because beating yourself up has become a habit sometimes for most of your life. Building up can be that same habit, but it takes time, as you know, to develop a habit. Okay, so some of the things that you want to talk about and some of the things that you want to do and practice to develop this are a number of different things, but you've got to be first and foremost committed to developing this habit no matter what. No matter the shot. You can't say, well, I'll develop it when I start playing better, or I won't beat myself up if I just hit good shots. That's not going to happen. You develop the habit of building up, period. Regardless of the score, regardless of the circumstance, regardless of the shot, regardless of what you did on the front nine, regardless of who you're playing, build up, not beat up. Okay? One of the ways that you can simply do this is by simple acceptance. You accept the shot in front of you. Now, that doesn't mean it's easy. That doesn't mean you don't have a feeling of frustration or anger, but you don't have to go on and continue to beat yourself up for the next 5 holes, or for the rest of the round, or for the next 3 days. You can just say, that was a shot. I hit it. I didn't prefer it. I don't like it, but I've got to move on. That is an example of a positive mental habit. But you've got to practice, like any other habit, you've got to practice it over and over and over again. Okay? So there's others that can help you. And one is simply just move on to the next shot. Now, that sounds easy enough, but you can do that. You can say, I'm going to count to 10, and then I am moving on. That's an example of a positive mental habit. Now, over time, that becomes the habit. You do not have time to beat yourself up because you are developing habits to build yourself up. This is one of the most challenging mental habits, but also one of the negative mental habits that gets in the way of golf scores all the time. I don't care if you're a touring pro, a mini tour pro, a junior golfer. I see it all the time. Putting your head down, beating yourself up, getting angry, just continuing to cycle in that loop over and over and over again. So one of the things you have to do is, one, make the commitment that I'm going to build positive mental habits that are going to enhance my game. And the first one that I've just talked about today is make that commitment to build up, not beat up. I'll see you next time when we'll continue this series on positive mental habits in golf. Have a great day.